Alright, so today's video is going to be taking a pretty serious tone, but I'm in a pretty good mood about it, and let's get right into today's video because it's actually kind of important. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a great day today. So this video is pretty much filler content, but it's pretty important filler content because I promised over a year ago that I would do this video, and it's a little bit over a year. I'm a little bit late on this one, but yeah, I thought this would be the last video I'd make in this little series, and it's pretty important, but primarily this video is happening now because I forgot my GoPro today, and today was Hayden's birthday, so I went and hung out with him for the day, and we went and looked at a couple cars that he was interested in. It was a 2013 Camaro SS as well as a 2019 Mustang GT. Hayden didn't buy a car today, of course, because his eyes are really set on a Mark 7 GTI, but we kind of just thought it'd be fun to just kind of screw around for the day and go look at some cars, and so we had a fantastic time doing that. But I unfortunately forgot the GoPro at home, which is why this video is happening now. But this is a pretty important video because it's a 1 year update to a video I made a year ago, a little over a year ago, back last May, which was the mental health video. This was a pretty important video because I was at a very low point in my life, and I felt it important to be transparent with you guys, and I still feel that to this day, that transparency between myself as a content creator with the guys that I consider more of a family than a subscriber number. You know, I've always viewed subscribers as more than just, you know, a statistic on my channel, but as people I want to interact with and know. That's why the first line you see in the description of every video is "Join the family today," not "Join the roast tire squad," the tire roasters, or whatever kind of other name you could come up with for a subscriber base. I just refer to it as the family because that's always how I viewed subscribers, as if they were my brothers and sisters more than people that watch my videos and click the button on my YouTube channel. And that's always how I view things, and that's why I am very big on being transparent as a content creator about my life. It's why I do monthly updates and always give some sort of aspect update to my daily life, or to just my life in general. And I originally planned for this to be the house tour, but like I said, I got busy and forgot the GoPro today at home, and didn't wind up actually getting to film that. So hopefully that will be next week. I'll have that video out for you guys to see, and I can finally show you guys the house I've been living in since June and never did a house tour on. So I'm pretty excited to do that. But anyway, let's get into the 1 year update on my mental health, where I can talk to you guys about where I stand today and how things have actually improved so much since last year. So let's talk about right away. One of the biggest issues that stood out with my mental health last year was the friend group. At the time, the original group of about 6 or 7 people split, and it became kind of torn apart, and where we are today. People have probably noticed that in the lifetime of this channel, there was you know, there was a large group at one point, and then it split in half, and it is of course left with me, Hayden, and Michael, who I still continue to see to this day. None of us really have bad blood with each other. From the original group, we just kind of went our separate ways, and that was kind of that. There's no like negative hatred for each other or anything. It's just we kind of just all went our separate ways. And at this point, I'm pretty happy with my circle, despite how small it is, because I have those two who I see on a regular basis in person all the time. But I also have tons of online friends, people that there's just like a small group of people from high school I even still talk to from time to time. I'm online. I've got people I play video games with now that I haven't talked to in person in years. One of which is related to one of my ex-girlfriends, which I think is a pretty cool thing to think about, is you know, still being able to be friends with your ex's parents that were also into cars and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a pretty cool kind of deal I've got right now. You know, I've got my real life friends that I see on a really regular basis, but I also have tons of people I talk to online. A couple subscribers that have become friends. I got one down in Florida. I've got one in South Georgia and one up in Ohio even that I talk to pretty consistently. You know, I've got Josh online as well, who is down in, you know, South Georgia, who moved to Georgia pretty much because I told him to. Unfortunately, he didn't move to the part of Georgia I live in, but you know, that's kind of that. I talk to pretty much everyone on a regular basis that I can, at least. and it's great. You know, I enjoy how life is now in terms of friends. I don't feel like I have to kind of, you know, try to balance between which friends I hang out with, and it helps a lot having a small circle. And they always say having like a smaller circle is better, and I can totally agree with that. It's why I don't actively go to groups or anything like that. You know, there's tons of groups at my college. There's an esports team at my college, and I've debated joining it, but the issue is I know if I joined an esports team, it would take away time from playing with my friends, and I value playing with my friends more than, you know, playing competitive video games. You know, video games to me have always been a pastime, and while I love getting very good at video games, like Rocket League, I've aspired to become one of the best players that I can possibly in Rocket League, and I'm still not great. I still suck, but, you know, I give it my best, and I don't really, you know, as much as I'd love to play esports, I do it more to, you know, just be a good player with my friends as a teammate, you know. Nothing really more than just being good at the game. And, you know, other stuff like that. You know, car clubs around the area have started to pop up, and I've debated joining them, but I don't want to take away from my friends. I don't really want my circle to get any bigger. I'm pretty happy with how things are. And that's really one of the biggest topics from the original video to talk about. And of course, another one's obviously one thing I talked about in both the original video and the update was my weight. And as you guys can obviously tell, I'm still not very skinny. Ever since the move, I have not been able to work out at all, and it has taken a toll on me mentally, because it's like I was doing very well. I wasn't really losing a lot of weight with the regimen I was doing, but it was improving. You know, I was on my way to losing weight, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. I got psyched out because I stepped on the scale and saw my weight had actually increased from the last time I weighed in, which was over 2 years ago. And it was kind of a slap in the back in a way. And ever since then, I haven't been able to rebound from that. And it's been just something that's bothered me, and I haven't been able to bounce back from it. And it's been really hard for me to really muster up the courage to go get a gym membership and stuff like that, as much as I really want to, because I do want to lose weight. I do not like how I look right now, and it is probably one of the biggest aspects and like the negative side of mental health, which I've been working on pretty well. I have learned to try to force myself to think positively about myself, and it doesn't always work. Hayden can tell you in particular, I tend to make jokes all the time about how I'm fat. You know, I'll say, oh, I'm too fat for this, like, you know, on a pretty common basis. If I'm trying to get out of a low carb, like sometimes I struggle to get out of the S2000, and I'll crack a joke about my weight. And, you know, it's just one of those things I do. But, you know, I feel like I'm in a better spot now than I was, you know, 6 months ago about my weight. 6 months ago, if you would ask me, how do you feel about your weight, I would have told you it's one of the biggest reasons I have depression. And now I just I know it's there. I recognize that it's there, but I feel like I was losing weight for the wrong reasons. You know, lots of people will lose weight for, you know, to try to impress the ladies. And I've learned that if ladies are only impressed with just how you look, then you're looking for the wrong people, you know. And I've had the very good fortune of meeting a girl recently who was, you know, seen, you know, I've met in person, and has been like, you know, more focused on my personality than my weight, you know, how big I am. And that's all that matters, really, is finding someone that doesn't focus on your cosmetics as much as it does what's inside, you know. So I've really lost kind of the same drive I had for losing weight. Not in the way of that I don't want to lose weight, but this, like, my reasons have shifted more from trying to look better for girls, but to look better for me, and so I don't have to worry about having diabetes, high blood pressure, and other sorts of health issues. And that's kind of been my focus on wanting to lose weight, is more for my health than it is for girls now. I want to look better, sure, but I don't want to look better for girls as much as I want to look better for myself. And self-love has always been an issue of mine. Self-esteem is probably my biggest downfall. But I've learned to try to reverse all of the damage that I've done to myself with that. And that's really the best way to go about things, is to just kind of, you know, talk yourself out of it. You know, tell yourself positive things on a daily basis, instead of waking up in the morning, oh, I'm so ugly, I wish I could just die right now. And, you know, all these negative things you could say about yourself. you have to try really hard to do it. It is a lot easier said than done. Trust me. I'm going through it right now, where I'll wake up some mornings like, man, I really don't look too good, and then I'll be like, but it's okay. I have to be like, but and that's something that I've had to learn. But the last year is just to, instead of looking at myself and being like, oh, girls are never gonna like me because I'm fat, I can be like, you know what, I'm looking for the wrong people if I'm only focused on my cosmetic appearance. And like I said, I've had the very fortunate experience. I don't know what's going on in my neck right now. I know some of you have probably noticed I've been scratching at my neck a lot in this video. I've had the very fortunate circumstances of meeting a girl who's wonderful, and things hopefully will continue to be wonderful. And she is very big on how I am as a person as much as I am, like more so than how I look in general. But that's always been a big thing, was my weight. It was the biggest factor of my depression for a long time. For those who don't know, I suffer from chronic depression. So it's not like depression where it's like something traumatic happens and you're depressed for it. You have a death in the family, you're depressed for it. Chronic depression is a little bit different because it is something you deal with on a daily basis. And it could be, the best day possible. You could go to an amusement park and ride your favorite roller coaster ride, but you could still be very sad and, dark thoughts and everything during that time period. Not because you're not having a good time, but that's just because of how your brain works. And that's kind of something I deal with all the time. I'm unmedicated for it. I have been very keen on staying away from medicine for that, as I've been on antidepressants in the past, and I did not enjoy how it made me feel. I felt like I was faking it, and that was like kind of bothering me in a way. I don't know why I laughed there, but I just did. I felt like a robot, and that's why I was very keen to get off the medication, even though my grades like plummeted because of it. But school in itself has also been a huge stressor on me recently. I've had more of a stressed out mindset than I have a depressed mindset recently. School in particular has been brutal this year, with COVID happening, and it kind of shutting down in-person school, which is fine because I really don't care to have in-person classes anyway. I went online anyway, and this semester has been probably by far my busiest semester. It's my first semester with more than 2 classes at my college since I transferred, and it's not been terrible. The two main classes in particular have just been slamming me with work since the semester started, and that has been the biggest issue this semester. I've just been getting slammed with work. And I mean, it works on the bright side because both my friends I see every day work, and so it helps a lot that I don't feel like I have to ditch them for schoolwork because they're working too. They're making money, but on the same time, but on the same note, it's like it's stressful. Having tons and tons of schoolwork to do. And sure, I know people are going to probably be like, well, my job is so much more stressful, and obviously lots of people have a job that is much more stressful than schoolwork. But it is still something that is really stressing me out this semester, and has made it hard for me to make videos. Like right now, I'm literally I'm literally gonna edit this and do schoolwork while it's rendering because of how busy I am right now, and it sucks. It really does. But sometimes you just got to make things work with YouTube, especially as a college student. And I'm wanting to get more money, so I'm trying to get a job on the side as well to possibly fund future projects for the channel. I've been looking into all these options, like, finally going crazy with the truck, which I'm not sure if I really want to do. I've said in the past, that's always been something that I've been very wishy-washy about, or getting another car, whether it be a replacement for the truck or just a new car in general. And, that's also been a heavy weight on my mind. I've still had those negative thoughts I've had in the past where I feel like a leech, and to my friends, to my family, to everybody. And it's something that I've had people tell me thousands of times that I'm not a leech and I have nothing to be worried about, but I still have those thoughts in my head. I talked briefly during all of the last 2 videos in this little 3-part series that I was in a very dark place at one point and considered a certain thing that would get me demonetized on YouTube for bringing up, and I've been a lot better this year, which I'm happy to talk about that, because it's even at the point I was in last year, it was still something that lurked in my head. It was still something like, maybe that's an option. And now I feel like I'm at the point where I know that, you know, I would be missed, that people do care, and that's what matters. I have almost 15, or not 15, but I have over almost 1,200 of you that are watching the channel right now that support me, and that is, like, besides all the other stuff, like my friends and family, that is alone something to be proud of for me, and it's something that gives me purpose to get up in the morning. And that's why I like being transparent with you guys, is, you know, to show you guys who watch the channel how special you guys are to me, and how much I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me. You know, I'm just some random kid from the middle of nowhere in Georgia with a 200,000 mile pickup truck making videos out of enjoyment. I don't do this for money. Like not as like a primary job or anything like that, you know. And I really appreciate all of you guys who have taken the time to support my channel. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much just a synopsis, a TLDR. I'm much better now than I was a year ago. I'm in a much better place. I'm happy with my friend circle. I've, you know, met a pretty awesome girl who I'm pretty happy with. Unfortunately, we're not, you know, actually a thing yet, so I'm kind of, you know, throwing myself at the wind here by bringing it up in videos at all. But I'm in a better place now than I was a year ago. Sure, there have been a lot of setbacks for a very, very short, like not really short, but a pretty strong time period last November when I found out my mom had cancer. I was very, very strongly considering, you know what, and it was hard. It was really hard. I was questioning everything, and it put me in a really bad spot. And I've managed to recover from that as much as I could, at least, and I'm in a much better place. And my mom's recovered from it, so that's, you know, helped a lot. You know, the day my mom they told her she was cancer free, it was like a, you know, I was able to feel like myself again. But anyway, I apologize for how long this video was, and I know it's not going to get a lot of views, but I thought it was important to touch up on this because I uploaded a video like this a year ago, and I thought that I needed to update everyone on this because it was a video that was pretty important. And yeah, so with all that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content coming soon. Next week I should have more content with the truck ready, as long as I'm not terribly busy, and the house tour will be happening next week. I planned on doing this today, but things just got in the way. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Stay safe out there and learn to love yourself, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.